Hello again, my noob friends. I will be casting another game again with Hook. I just happen to have a lot of his replays right now, so I will be casting some of his games because they are good games on the Korea server against some Korean noobs. This time it will be Protoss versus Zerg, and the Korean player is called Charming or something like that. I don't know. They have really stupid nicknames most of the time, and it's really, I mean, they just are the most unoriginal people when it comes to making nicknames in StarCraft. Really, really. I mean, the guy called himself Nasty. And it actually turned out pretty good because his team got a sponsorship deal from Coca-Cola. But still, how the fuck can you call yourself Nasty? I mean, really. Well, anyway, back to the game. Before I start to comment this game, if you hear me say something like pička materina ili jebu mu konj mater, it's just my way of saying appreciation to these players and their mothers and how they know how to play this game. So don't mind that. It's just something that my people, and we are not Russian, we like to say. And I'm not Serbian, I'm Croatian, but that's practically the same shit. So you could call this a Croatian Serbian English stream. I didn't want to use this in my first video because I wanted to for you guys to think of me as a cultured man who has some standards, and he does not he knows how to speak English. But I think I will put some Croatian Serbian into my commentating because I think it will be more fun that way, of course. If you don't like that, you can fuck off from my channel. It's really simple, you know. So back to the game, pička materina. As you can see, I'm trying to establish a communication between me and you viewers in a language that we can all understand. So we see Hook taking a fast expansion here. He took Nexus before Forge. Very ballsy play from him, especially considering that the Charming Zerg opted for a spawning pool first. But I think this it could be a little dangerous for Hook because his cannon will not finish in time before these Zerglings come. And Charming actually decided not to go with all of his Zerglings, but just with two. Ah, yes, the cannon is just in time. Why did I even doubt Hook? I mean, Hook is the man. Actually, Hook seems to me like a little, he seems a little girly sometimes, you know. His behavior is somewhat girly, but I'm not saying anything against the guy. I like him, I like his play and everything, but I don't know. He's somewhat suspicious to me sometimes, but that's another deal completely. Jebu moja mater. So anyway, we have Hook taking up to Cybernetics core and having expansion long before the Zerg player. Very good build on this map, on Shakura's this fast expansion. If executed properly, it gives you a great advantage early in the game, and that's very good, very good. The Zerg player, we see him going for a stupid cheesy strategy of using early roaches to pressure the Protoss. He knows that his defense is quite weak now, so he sends 6 gay roaches to attack. And this could prove very painful for Hook if he does not, he did not scout this, so he does not even know this is coming. And it'll hurt like shit, you know. And we see the roaches climbing up, attacking these cannons. They will probably snipe it out very easily. This zealot is quite not working. It can't do shit against these roaches, Pichka Materin. Some good force field here. Blocks off the attack for now, and we see Hook building another cannon, so he blocks the movement. Yes, very good force field. Maybe he will survive in time to build these cannons. Yes, he's building a good wall, another pylon here, but the Zerg is focusing the forge. We see the sentries attacking here, the links. Yes, the cannon finishes up. Second cannon also finishes. Probes defending again. Very good play. I think that Hawk will manage to escape this shit. Yes, I think the Zerg will need to retreat because the third cannon is almost complete. Yes, very nice play by Hook. Very nice. And he showed the Zerg that he is no pushover and that the Zerg can suck his kita. Kita means lollipop in Croatian, of course. But we can see at the unit count that Hook is behind in probes. He had to use them to defend against this cheesy push by the Zerg player. This charming Zerg player, but I think that he didn't lose very much. He has 3 cannons now and a lot of sentries, so he can defend against any new attacks from the Zerg, and the Zerg will try, of course, because he's so charming, but for a good force field here, and the Zerg will have to escape. Yes, of course. Of course he has to escape, but Hook is now very low on probes, as we can see on his main. And some more probes here, but it's not quite enough. He will have to maximize his probe production. Yes, he's chrono boosting both of his nexuses now. Meanwhile, the Zerg, I don't know why is he doing 3 spine crawlers, seeing as how he damaged the Protoss enough for him not to attack in some time. But I guess you can never be too safe with the Protoss, can you now? Not even funny, you know. So the Zerg is droning up quite nicely now. We can see him producing drones. Meanwhile, Hook is researching hallucination. This is a very good move if you know, if you go for this early expand builds and you know that you cannot have scouting information about the Zerg. Very good thing to research because you can make a hallucinated phoenix and scout the Zerg's base, so you can know exactly what's going on. Zerg is taking to lair right now, which means that I'm guessing he will go Muta because the positions of the players are so that he can easily fly over and destroy and harass with the Muta. I'm guessing that's why he made these 3 spine crawlers, so that he can defend while he's taking up. Actually, a smart move by the Zerg. We can see that the Hook has managed to get back with probes. Still not as much as Zerg, but 40 probes is very good, very good. We also see him building a lot of gateways here in the Twilight Council, which I think he actually senses that this will that mutas are coming, because the Twilight Council will most probably be researching Stalker Blink so that he can defend against mutas. And yes, we can see that hallucinated phoenix that I was talking about. He will go to scout. Yes, one is already here, I didn't even see it, and he sees a Baneling nest. Interesting move by the Zerg. Maybe he will opt for some Baneling bust, although I don't know with all these sentries how successful that will be. So Hawk now knows everything the Zerg is doing. Very, very nice move. Yes, the Stalker Blink is here. So Stalkers, mass Stalkers along with Immortals, very good strategy. Meanwhile, the Zerg is taking his third base and moving out with his spine crawlers into position so he can defend his main and his expansion with these spine crawlers. Very nice, very nice. We also see him doing evolution chambers for double upgrade. Meanwhile, Hook is going for some maybe scouting harass with his Blink Stalkers. Blink Stalkers can be very, very annoying for the Zerg if you can micro them properly. But I see that Hawk is retreating right now. He sees that there is too many army here. Taking that Xeonaga tower to provide him some map control. Meanwhile, he's building more units, and the Zerg is not upgrading building speed. I guess he will not go so... yes, he goes Banelings, but no speed. No speed yet. Pička materina, what the... sorry about that. So, anyway, I think this will be a Baneling drop on his probes. Yes, yes, very annoying strategy by the Zerg. I really hate when they do that to me, actually. Passive matter. But we shall see how it will go. For now, I don't think that Huck is suspecting something like that, but we shall see. Zerg is building more drones here on this expansion. He thinks he's safe, while Huck, with the bigger army right now of stalkers, sniping out those creep tumors. Yes, and quite nice blink here. Roaches try to destroy stalkers, but stalker managed to get away. Very nice stalkers. And we see a Baneling drop here, but Hawk is prepared for this. Yes, very nice, very nice. This Overlord did get killed. These Banelings are dropped just so that they don't die in the Overlord. Oh, what Baneling is here chasing? It died. Yedigovna. That means have a nice afterlife, Baneling. Meanwhile, so Huck has taken also his turret. This is a good turret to take because it's more easy to defend than this one here. We also see another Baneling drop by the Zerg. He tries to kill probes here, but Hook is already reacting. A very nice reaction by him. He will chase out this Overlord with those nice little Banelings. Zerg player taking yet another hatchery and trying to do some damage with these Banelings, but he did nothing as of yet. The infestation pit, I'm guessing he will go some infestors to negate these blink stalkers. Smart move. I don't see many Zergs yet using infestors, but infestors are really strong actually, and even against Protoss, especially against Terran, but against Protoss they are also very strong. And I really recommend to people that they use them more. A lot more Banelings are upgraded, but still no speed. I don't understand why. Maybe, yes, he will just drop them in Overlords on his army. Smart move indeed. Hook, however, negates his creep tumors so that he cannot spread creep across the map. Also very smart. We see that upgrades are 1-1 for the Zerg player and level 2 is on the way. Meanwhile, Hawk still has no upgrades, and that's not really good. He's building a second forge as he realized that he cannot go without upgrades. In PvZ it's very important to have good upgrades. Especially because stalkers are really bad against roaches if roaches have better upgrades. So it is quite necessary for you to upgrade. We see Huck scouting again to see any if a Zerg expanded. He'll find this expansion or not. Don't know. A lot of Banelings in these Overlords. If he manages to drop half of this on the Protoss army, it will be very painful. Very painful. We also see a Greater Spire morphing right now, which means Broodlords, of course. Broodlords, very good unit, very strong against Protoss, especially if he does not have Colossus to deal with those little creatures, broodlings that they spawn. Maui Abachi are those broodlings. That means little fuckers. So Hawk is holding here, not allowing the Zerg to spread creep. This is very good because yes, those blink stalkers are quite maneuverable, so you can easily snipe and retreat with them. Meanwhile, the Zerg is going for the 3-3 grade now. Very strong, and Hook is behind in upgrades for now. He is upgrading, but still not complete. And we see some lings running by. Here the stalkers are chasing them. I think the Zerg is trying to scout actually more than attack, and those poor little Zerglings die instantly.